And then somebody is talking about P2B. Somebody is talking about this character. Some P2B was governor of Anambra State. What did he do for 8 years? What did he do for 8 years? These are the questions. So it's not when you are tribalistic. Compare P2B, Anambra, which is a gold mine. Give me Anambra. And if in 1 year I do not change Anambra, I will not take salary. I will not live in their government house. Anambra, I will live in my car. Give me Anambra if I will not change Anambra.
P2B didn't attend BUHARI'S burial yesterday in Daura, Katsina State. And this has been generating a lot of negative comment from most of our brothers in the north. I say most. That is not everybody. But I want to ask those people insulting P2B because of this one question. Is P2B a former minister to your Buhari government? Has he served Buhari before? Or is P2B a former president in this country? Because I want to understand the connections where these two people get that made you feel like P2B must attend Buhari's burial. On what ground? I want to understand the reason why you are having this kind of mindset. Do you understand now? Everything cannot be done on the platter of politics. What is wrong with your mentality? Is it true that most of you has cow brain? Because I don't understand the reason why you will just wake up and start thinking this way. I want to understand the reason why you are feeling that P2B must attend Buhari's burial as what? As his former aide, or as his former minister, or as the former president of Nigeria. Just answer me for comment section. Because I don't understand where all of you are coming from. Now, let me read out this tweet coming from one of our brothers from the north, and I read. P2B didn't attend President Muhammad Buhari's burial. This is the same man who expects Northerners to hand over Nigeria to him. Let's see how he plans to become president without our votes. So when I don't hear the tweet now, so according to this Northerner, they are the ones that made people president in this country. Without the North, you can't become the president. I agree with you. I agree with you. The reason why I agree with you is because it is now very clear to us that the North has no value in this country apart from voting. And guess what? The same people who claim to be kingmakers, now then they suffer most for this country. Because 80% of them are languishing in poverty in the North, while they are claiming to be the kingmakers. I will say it. If you want to verse. Because this nonsense must stop. I think this is the hard time that the North needs to go their separate ways and have their own country. Because our mentality, the way we think and the way these people think is not the same. They are not the same at all. I don't know the reason why we are even one. Answering one Nigeria. With this kind of people that have cow brain, they don't think. The reason why Nigeria is moving backward now because of these Northerners. I'm telling you guys the truth, and we must say it. This is the obvious fact, and I must state it, whether you like it or not. If you like, make it pain you. I don't even send your papa. Because I don't see the reason why everything must be politicized in this country. When P2B was eating Nunu and Fradu with their northern brothers in their mosque in Onitsha, you didn't commend him for doing that. You were busy saying that the reason why he was doing it is because he wants to get northern vote. You haven't commended P2B for what he has been doing so far in the North. All his donations in the North. You haven't commended him for doing that. The only thing that you find faulty is that he didn't attend Buhari's burial. But I keep on asking, does P2B has any connection with Buhari? I don't understand. Yes, now you must answer me. And secondly, the same Buhari that you are fighting for, you are fighting for forcing people to mourn Buhari with you. The same Buhari that you are using now to insult P2B, threatening him that he won't get vote from the North. This was the same Buhari where his former chief of army staff died in plane crash in 2021, Ibrahim Atahiru, and he didn't attend his burial. Buhari refuses to honor the former Nigerian chief of army staff that died in plane crash, Ibrahim Atahiru. Go and check it. Buhari didn't attend his burial. What did you say when that thing happened? That one is apart. Our former president, Shehu Shagari, died in 2018. Buhari refuses to attend his burial to honor him for the last time. What did you say in that regard before you judge P2B? This is the reason why I'm saying that a lot of you has cow brain. You know the reason. You know the reason. And now be the problem where make this country they go backward. Now not their problem for this country. And we must keep on saying this. You are now boasting of voting. So you guys are only meant for voting. All these your politicians where they rule Nigeria since 1970 till now. What have they done to change your lives? Tell me what they have done to change your life. Since you guys are the kingmaker, P2B didn't attend Buhari's burial, so now no go vote for that. Now come now go fire all of you because this is the reason why this country will not move forward. Now be the main problem in this country. Your mentality is very low.
Hello and welcome. You see, in this life, we are all connected to the laws of binary. And what exactly do I mean? You are either positive or negative. You are either rich or poor. You are either up or down. You are either healthy or unhealthy. You are either good or bad. Question is, what side of this equation do you belong to? Now, sometimes my mind wanders. Sometimes I just wander into the abyss of reasoning and try to see, why am I the way I am? Why are people not thinking the way I'm thinking? Could it be I'm the one thinking way above board, so much so that I can't see the reason in other people? But the reprieve I give to myself is that, how much have I harmed other people with my thought? Am I willing to accept my faults when they are pointed out to me? If the answer is yes, then I'm a good person. Am I willing to compromise my personal feeling, my selfish interest for the greater good of all? If the answer is yes, then I'm a good person. Am I compassionate? Do I have empathy? Do I have the spirit of forgiveness? Am I able to feel the pains of others and adjust into seeing how I can alleviate and ameliorate the suffering of the world? If the answer is yes, then I'm a good person. So the question is Peter Obi a good person or a bad person? Why is everybody tend to be hating him? I've heard so many things. A man came and said, as long as a Yoruba boy, he cannot vote for Igbo. That they should quote him anywhere. He cannot, he cannot vote for Igbo. I've heard somebody say that even if Peter Obi wears the cloak, the garment of Jesus Christ, he will not vote for him. I heard people say that he would have loved Peter Obi, but his supporters bullied him. Thank God he support his supporters, not Peter Obi. I've heard somebody said he loved Peter Obi, but Peter Obi walked with Abacha. When it's not true. Now that the current president, the picture of the current president seen walking with Abacha, you didn't say anything. You see, when your mind is filled with bias, mischief, and you try to look for reasons to back and sustain those mischief, you become stupid. You look stupid. You look very, very stupid. How on earth will some people at the close, as we get close to 2027, everybody is fixated on the man alleged to have come third in the last 2023 presidential election. He came third. Nobody's talking about Atiku. Nobody's saying Atiku is this or Atiku is that. It's Peter Obi. And the last of it all is a Muslim cleric saying that Peter Obi is responsible for the passing on of Tafawa Balewa, and that why should anybody welcome or host an infidel? And the man, no, you won't see children of Agbado attacking that man. It's funny. Is it just me, or am I deluding myself that I am putting my faith in somebody that everybody sees as bad, but for me, because of my own mischief and bias, I'm seeing this same man as good? Somebody called in and said, but Tinubu is trying. How? That Peter Obi didn't visit Muhammadu Buhari. How many? Peter Obi was a former governor. Was a former governor of a state. How many former governors didn't go to visit Buhari? How many sitting governors didn't go to the burial? It's amazing when people have employed themselves to see that this man, we must find a way to corrupt. I can tell you that if Peter Obi didn't go to toilet for 2 days, it will go on air that Peter Obi didn't go to toilet. Is this the man that we want to give our presidency to? A man that couldn't even go to the toilet. It's amazing how people are desperately searching, looking, trying to just see one fault to just stamp this guy with a view to seeing that he never becomes a president. Well, like one of my friends in the Scrabble Club, he will say, now God get power. No matter how the machinations of men, how evil they are contrived, you cannot sway the steering of the hands of time. You cannot sway the steering that drives destiny. Whatever will be, will be. Co sera sera. My name is Magnus Soraka. Please follow this page and share this post now.
So some enemies of progress for this country, wey call themselves Buhari fans, are angry with Peter Obi, right? They say, why not come Buhari funeral? Some say Northerners no go vote am again. Some say go so come explain, give you gullible followers anyhow. Why he no go Buhari funeral? Let me show you some tweets on Twitter. What's Popping said, Peter Obi didn't attend President Muhammadu Buhari's funeral. This is the same man who expects Northerners to hand over Nigeria to him. Let's see how he plans to become president without our votes. Ifedayo said, the only reason Peter Obi didn't attend Buhari's funeral today is because the attention wouldn't be on him. He'll go at a later time when all important dignitaries are no longer there, so he can steal the spotlight and catch media attention. His PR team got that one right, because who would have given a damn about Peter Obi if he was there today? Prince Additional said, Peter Obi didn't attend PMB's funeral. Of course, soon he'll likely visit Dara to pay his condolence and explain to his gullible supporters that he had flat tires or his flight was cancelled when he planned to come. In reality, he didn't attend the funeral because the Obedience court had warned him. No matter the case, even in rest, Buhari remains loved. Let's look at things properly. For me to dress up, spend my money, say I go somebody's wedding or funeral, the person must have had 1 or 2 impacts in my life. Positive impact. Right? Especially when it's not in my state. I'll come fly, they go to the person's funeral. The person must have had a very good impact in my life. Explain to me, what is the impact of Buhari in our lives? Country where they move forward before, even though it's slow, if they move forward, you just come carry us 30 years backward, may we go to funeral. If by Peter Obi not going, then coming later to explain why they not go makes me a gullible follower, I want to be a gullible follower. I will gladly be a gullible follower. And these are Northerners. I say they deserve their own country. These are Northern brothers. The way they think. So because of that, you will not vote him. No, don't vote him. Leave him. Leave him. Don't vote him. How many presidential aspirants were there today? Did you see Kwankwaso there? Did you see show already? Now Peter Obi be the issue. I never see wicked. I mean wicked on there. Now Peter Obi be an issue for this country. Something is telling you that now Peter Obi be president. Well, now we vote. I understand why we are still quarreling about this matter day in, day out. And the funny part is if Peter Obi had gone there, they could say na eye service. They could say na desperation. They could say he won't be president by all means. The man see that house now. Why did he not go? So, and you know that this man is a Muslim.
Buhari is a Muslim. By all virtue, criteria of Muslim, he was supposed to even be buried with 24 hours. He only had 2 days notice. Now they give people. So if the man they Ukraine or they Amsterdam when they do business trip, may leave him because he Buhari Yamutu. I'm not falling for this country. I didn't even see Peter be there today for verse 1. I for really verse 1. Then the funny part is that he might not even go there. You're called bouncer. Maybe their presidency will like to they use to be cash cruise. If you go there, they'll call bouncer. Camera will call carrier. The enemies will call you and laugh and say we invited him. Do you know there was a match being played in London and Peter B was in the stadium? After the match, Nigeria match, after the match, the players say, "May they snap picture with Peter B." They say order from above. May nobody snap picture with them. That's heart threatening the presidency fear about a Peter B. The other day was going to Benue. Benue State governor said, "We'll not invite you. Go back." Then go carry back now. They go Buhari movement. The court tell us saying, "No, not the guest list. Go back. You want to be embarrassing my principal, Abi? Boss you stay your house. Not go. Not try and even they invite you. No go. Who is Peter B? Who is Buhari? Sent us how many years backward? Not go. Not try. If I don't even go there, I go pay the condolence. Not go. Leave there. They will not tell the condolence. Send the condolence on Twitter. Leave there. Don't be by force to go there. The man they Europe now go call charter jets. We go fly and come because he Buhari Yamutu. Now here we first lose for this country. Everybody support good. Mona Kuku do the better for the full country. Everybody go shop price.
7 is a waste of time. And if Peter Obi should find alliance with an El-Rufai, the question is this. That alliance, is it one that is found after Nigerians have become citizens where their votes will count? If it is one, I might look at the content of such an alliance without prejudice to the fact that I would expect that someone who has committed so many sins against the Nigerian people, especially the people of Southern Kaduna, like El-Rufai, will pay penance and take a back seat. I wouldn't expect him to be front and center and be allowing people to be reminded, because I don't know how anybody would expect the people of Southern Kaduna to be looking at an El-Rufai, even the people of the entire Middle Belt. I don't know how they will they will be able to stomach an El-Rufai in a political party where he has a prominent position. His bigotry is documented, too well documented for it to be something that we can be arguing.
I watched Professor Chidiodin Kalu on one of the conversations he had with some people where he said that if El-Rufai is going to be on the ballot, he would rather have Tinubu back. Would you say the same, or would you find a situation where you can't pick between the two of them?
Let me say this. Tinubu is the devil I know. El-Rufai's capacity for evil, I don't really know. I just know that he is a deeply I find my skin crawls when I think of the things that has been associated with him, the things he himself has said in the public space, how terrorists are to be paid, how when you hold the Fulani man, you are going to pay for it, how the people of Southern Kaduna were just treated like vermins. Whether he was directly responsible, he was the governor, the chief security officer of the state, and he didn't have anything soothing to say to these things. And I am involved in the Southern and Middle Belt Leaders Forum. I've heard Middle Belt people speak to their pains in the hands of Fulani marauders. And to now hear somebody speaking to the normalization of that level of evil, it makes my skin crawl. So I cannot argue against what Chidiodin Kalu said, although it's almost like asking which hand I would prefer to have chopped off. Because as between the two of them, the Nigerian people will find no salvation.
I remember Nasiru El-Rufai dancing his eyes around and saying, if the heavens will come down to earth, Bola Ahmed Tinubu must be sworn in as president. I remember that clearly. I remember that
as well.
And I remember him walking out of the Senate. And I remember them saying that, look, the same APC he did, they said that there's a security file on him. He can't be a minister. I also remember in less than a year later, he wants to kick out I remember everything that's, you know, between El-Rufai and so many other leaders, that he now goes to kneel down and greet again. I'm gasping for air. I don't understand what is going on. There are people who have been in this government for 24 years. They've been out of it only 2 years, and they are crying and shouting, we must throw this government out. About Shetima, I don't blame Tinubu, because whoever knows what Shetima did and does will not even allow him last this long.
What does he do?
The airwaves cannot carry it. I'm telling you, the airwaves cannot carry it. And I know I'm speaking on TV. So Tinubu has tried keeping him this long. So even the consideration that he be dropped, I think Tinubu has tried for keeping him this long. But,
yeah, but you know that's a very pregnant statement you've just made.
It is pregnant. I wish I could say, but look.
So what's the point of bringing it up if you're not going to say it? It's not fair on him.
What people do for power is unbelievable. I am more than gasping for air to understand how certain things can give you power. It is not of this world.
I don't have any ambition. I've never had ambition. Even when I ran for governor of Kaduna State, it was because President Buhari then insisted that I should run. I don't have ambition. There is where I come from, and in my religion, ambition, wanting something for yourself, is taboo, is prohibited. You know, you only go into a leadership situation if you are invited, if you are asked to run. Not, you don't crave for leadership. You run away from leadership because leadership is a heavy burden that can destroy you. So unless God sends leadership opportunities, so you don't go for it. That's not who we are. Traditionally, that's not what my religious tenets instruct me. So I have no personal ambition. I just want to see a country that works.